All right, guys, we are checking this out to make sure we are doing this correctly because they keep changing things. So, uh, anyways, we are live and I'm going to check some things
Attention,
out. We
a new
do have
special weather statement has been issued.
in Cheryl and Eggard Springs, we do have in Missouri,
Attention,
40
a
mile an
new
hour
flash
winds
flood warning has been
and
issued.
quarter-inch hail currently near Salem. And
New
see where it
information.
is
This
heading.
severe
Heading
thunderstorm warning has been
east
updated.
to Salem in Missouri. So we are going to keep this up right now. We do have a tornado warning, guys, right there, and uh, right going towards Herman, Chamois area. We will take a look at that real quick, and we do see it is radar indicated. And I'm going to check to make sure my multi-chat is up real quick. Uh, all right, view channel.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
Okay, we are on there. All right, so we are going to make sure we are on the chat. Check. Sure, we are on the chat. Check. And we are good on that one. Then we'll go to Facebook real quick. All right, so we are going to make sure we are on the chat. Check. Sure, we are. All right, so we are good, guys. So we are going to go ahead and take a look. We do have a little bit of a rotation in and around Chamis. It is radar indicated, and I am going to get my multi-view up so I can see the
New
storm
information.
chasers
This severe
and
thunderstorm
let
warning
them
has
load
been
up real
updated.
quick. We've got about 6 shown in the area uh, right now. So we have some of these storms starting to line up in and around Columbia, Jefferson City, headed towards St. Louis, around Moberly, and I said possible tornadoes around the Columbia, St. Louis, and Quincy. So it is kind of moving a little bit. Uh, we have upgraded really quick from Columbia to around looks like Piedmont and Mountain Grove area to include Lebanon, Rolla, and Sullivan to a 5% wind risk. I mean, tornado risk for
New
today. So
information.
they've
This severe thunderstorm
upgraded the
warning has been
tornado risk
updated.
area. Of course, looks like Keosauqua and
Attention, a new
looks
special
like
weather
Iowa
statement
all
has
the way
been
down to
issued.
Jonesboro in Arkansas, and then from looks like around Nashville, uh, Illinois to around Sedalia and Warsaw in Missouri. We got that 2%, but we do have that 5% in from Columbia all the way down to Mountain View and Mountain Grove area. So we'll keep an eye on this, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get those alerts off. So they have upgraded. We've actually got 2 tornado warnings. Let me get the outlook off there, and we're going to see where the other tornado warning is. Uh, okay, it's up and around just to the west of Davenport and Wilton area. We'll take a look at the reflectivity or the velocity real quick. Very light rotation right now. and it is, let me click on it, radar indicated with 3/4 inch hail currently right now. And they're under a special weather statement up to 40 mile-an-hour winds currently. And that will be in Iowa, just to the west of Davenport. Getting back here to this one, we'll keep an eye on this one. We'll get to this radar real quick. If you guys are on there, you guys can text. I can see it. But we do have 2 active tornado warnings and 6 active severe thunderstorm warnings currently. But we will keep an eye on this. We got several storm chasers that are out there right now, and I think one is around Tornado Pagey. We'll take a look at her real quick. And it looks like they got some rain there. It looks like Freddie McKinney's in the rain, and Storm Runner Media is in the rain. Ryan Scholl, he's just outside of it. He's trying to get to the east of this storm and around Chamois and headed towards Sherman.
Yeah, dude, it's taking in murders. Yeah, it's.
So we do have a little bit of rotation with this storm.
We need to get south in the path of this thing now.
30. We see the tight couplet right here with 45 mile-an-hour winds, and it looks like 36 going away and 45 going towards the radar. So this is what we're looking at right now as far as your tornado warning in the area. So we're going to take we're going to keep an eye on Ryan Scholl as he is going for a second, because he believes it's going to drop again. They are just north of Gasconade in Missouri. As far as Chester, we do have a right around DeSoto, or south of DeSoto in Missouri.
Currently,
right around St. Francis National Park, you guys.
Drop right now.
Or State Park, St. Francis State Park.
I can just tell looking at
just to
right
the west northwest of Chester and St. Genevieve right now. These storms coming through, and I'll stay on for a couple hours, guys, and until these initial storms run through, probably about 8 or 9 for now. But the only tornado warning we got is the one down here in Chamois, Gasconade, in the Herman area, with radar indicated in 1.5 inch hail, guys. So we see what the winds are with this. Got 1.5 inch hail, and we're talking 60 mile-an-hour winds with this storm right here. And this is going to be just to the east of Jefferson City in Missouri, headed east.
If it can survive.
Resource Advisor Plus.
Headed towards St. Louis.
With a single intelligent platform.
A new
we'll let that
statement has been issued.
ad go through real quick. Let's see who else we got here. Tornado Pagey. Anyways, we'll take a look at this one. So just to the east of Jefferson City and Columbia, around Chamois, and going into around the Herman Gasconade area, you guys under the tornado radar indicated warning, and this has 60 mile-an-hour winds with 1.5 inch hail headed towards St. Louis. We do have a couple of these storm chasers right there in and around, looks like Rhineland and headed toward McKittrick in Missouri.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
If I see something, but we do have some rotation with this. We will take a look at it again as far as your velocity, storm relative velocity, and I'm going to put a stop to it real quick. And it's looking pretty broad right now. So we'll just keep an eye on this Let's see if we get another velocity look here. Right there, as you can see, just south of Chemours, we see this rotation, and like I said, 36 miles, just updated. It looked like it's kind of broadening out, so we'll just keep an eye on it. We do have a couple storm chasers, and I don't see anything. It is radar indicated, but these storms are going to have some rotation in them. We'll get back here to the reflectivity. So we do have some storms in and around Sullivan and Bourbon, headed towards Festus in Missouri and Chester area.
Information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And we do have some thunderstorms right here in Sherrill and Edgar Springs with 40-mile-an-hour winds and a quarter-inch hail currently going on right now. But we can see we've got a couple places up to around Kekuk up here in Missouri, just on the river, and Hamilton area going through Warsaw. We got some thunderstorms around Canton and Ewing, or Canton, Illinois, and Ewing, and going to Shelbyville in Missouri, and in Monroe City, it looks like, and from Stoutsville all the way to Centralia and near Columbia in Missouri. And then we have this other line from Versailles all the way up to Fulton and Chamois area and the Hermit area in Missouri, with this one that is tornado warned, radar indicated. So we have two active tornado warnings. One of them is up here in near Davenport, just to the west around Wilton. We'll get to that radar real quick and take a look at this one. And I'm not seeing it right there with the super res velocity. It looks like a very weak broad rotation with this storm, but don't count anything out with this. See if we've got up to 40-mile-an-hour winds with this storm. So that is what we got going on right now. We'll get back down here. We do have a mesoscale discussion where we can have winds, guys, up to from 55 to 70-mile-an-hour winds, and tornadoes from EF1, which is about 110 miles per hour winds. And this is a tornado watch 536, and it will expire today at 7 p.m. in 54 minutes. All right, and we can have hail up to 1 1/4 inch hail. This mesoscale discussion tornado watch will be from Shelbyville, Missouri, going just close to O'Fallon, Missouri, to include Jefferson City, Boonville, Columbia, all the way down to Lebanon, Salem, and Licking, and Viburnum, and Potosi area. So, guys, we do have this mesoscale discussion with 55 to 70-mile-an-hour winds. So, guys, if you have anything out there, keep it tied down. If you want any questions, you can ask me on YouTube, chat, or Facebook. But this is what we got going on, guys. We kind of expected this today.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been
when the timing could have been off a little bit. Right now, it is 6 o'clock, and I say this mesoscale discussion in this red ring right here, guys, and I'll get my draw tool out. This right here, guys, is what we have as far as a tornado mesoscale discussion watch with the 55 to 70-mile-an-hour wind and a 1 1/4 inch hail. So we'll keep an eye on that for now. But anyways, it's radar indicated. Right now, we will take a look at the velocity and see if anything has changed and get to the nearest radar. And it's really hard to tell with this one, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they may cancel this. Let's see when it expires. Expires at 6:30, so we got about another 25 minutes with this one. We do have a little bit of rotation just to the south of this, but we'll keep an eye on it. But It's really hard to see on this one if we take a look at the reflectivity. It's just one big glob of a mess in and around Gasconade, Chamois area. It's not really defined as far as a hook echo right now. Just trying to look at, you know, in this little pocket right here, you can see the greens and reds. It looks like we do have some winds around 49 miles an hour right there. But we do have a little bit of a rotation with this storm, but nothing that's really tight that I see. We will go ahead and take a look at Ryan Scholl and see what he has to say. And he ain't saying much, if anything. We'll talk to see Tornado Pagey. Ain't much to say with her either. She's a like everybody is out trying to chase this thing or get out ahead of this storm. But this is Freddie McKinney, I believe, which you're watching here on screen. And he is around Rhineland, Montgomery County in Missouri right now.
Jiminy. These roads are definitely not friendly.
There we go. So that is what we got going on, guys. And we have, like I said, south of Rolla and St. James, guys. And another thing, we'll have to watch out for flooding over the next 24 hours in and around our area. And I'll try to get that put up real quick. But we do have another special weather statement. Looks like 40-mile-an-hour winds right to the south of Roland, and we do have rotating wall cloud over my position from storm report just south of Rolla, and Stillville just to the southwest of Stillville. You guys got some storms going there, but both of these are packing just 40-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-inch hail right now, just south of St. James and Rolla and around Sherrill. We do have some storms and thunderstorms in and around Bourbon, Bell, Vienna, in Missouri. The thing most closest to us right now would be just to the west of Bloomsdale in Missouri, around just across the river from Prairie to Rocher. And just to the southwest of Waterloo, around Valmeyer and Macetown, you guys got some showers. I do not see any lightning with that currently right now. We will take a look at Freddie McKinney, see if he's got anything to say.
Let's see if we can take a couple of them. Ray, appreciate the 11 months. Yes, good to see you, Ray. Likewise, man, likewise.
All right, I got him to know later.
Over the 4 months of membership there.
Guys, I do this for free, and this is on Weatherfront, all the radars that I have on here.
I like that.
They do also have storm chasers that you can pop up on this, and I will show that to you while we're kind of watching. But I get to hear, I can click on this little blue dot here, and this is John McKinney. The guy we were just watching now is Freddie McKinney. That's his boy. This is the dad. And you can sit there and pop this up to get the full picture. So you can get storm chasers also on the weather front, and then you can downsize it back down into this little window here. And you can click off, you can put on the speaker if you want to listen to them. But we get down here, we've got 5 or 6 storm chasers out, but not all of them are actually popped up on the Weatherfront app currently. But this is Tornado Pagey. And we can get hers here up.
Oh, absolutely. in Mountain Lion for.
So we are going to take a look at this for a little bit, guys, for the next couple of hours, but we'll go ahead and put this in play, and I will take frequent breaks until it gets around the Randolph County area, and we'll keep an eye on this tornado warning, which I think is kind of weak right now, but also you guys want to make sure, even though you're in a warning area, guys, get inside and get into a safe place. As far as that, we are packing some winds with this. We're up to about 58-mile-an-hour winds right there. I don't see any community around County Route 273 area. I don't see any towns in that vicinity. But if you're in that area around that road, anywhere around County Route 273 or County Route 274 or 272, guys, you guys are getting some wind right there.
Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has
I'd be
been
more
issued.
concerned down here in this corner area. It looks like there is a little bit of rotation down here.
Attention, a new
And they
severe
did
thunderstorm
get rid of
warning has been
that
issued.
tornado warning. Now it's still tornado possible with this warning, so guys, keep an eye out. We do have 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail with this storm currently. So in this tornado warned area, and I will get to my alert real quick and put back on the outlooks for our area and get the discussion off of there. And if you guys could see it, and I'll go to a different screen real quick and get off of the current weather. So what we're looking at here, anywhere from Keosauqua in Iowa, all the way down to Jonesboro in Arkansas, from Springfield to St. Louis, Kirksville. You guys are in the 2% tornado risk area from Litchfield all the way down to Nashville, Carbondale. But they did upgrade this warning today to a 5% in the Columbia to around Farmington, Osage Beach, and down here to around Thomasville and Grandin in Missouri. So we are still in that 2% right here as far as your tornado risk, and we will watch these storms as they come through. Since we do not have any tornado warnings currently, and they just upgraded this to 60-mile-an-hour winds, radar indicated 1-inch hail there in and around Sherrill. And they've got rid of all the warnings up and around Gasconade where we did have the tornado warning earlier. So we are going to go ahead and take a look real quick at the latest model run while we are on here, if you're tuning in. And let me get to our precipitation, severe weather, and kind of take a look at the latest run of what is going on. And we'll go to the 21Z run and move this back. So this is what we got going on right now as of, see, it's 6 o'clock, so right about here. Maybe hitting us around 8 to 9, coming through Randolph County and Chester, St. Louis area, and that line will come through. I think the biggest part, or the heavy storms, will be south of Salem and Piedmont in Missouri. As you can see, we'll have a lot of rotation with this storm and around Winona, going into around south of Fremont in Missouri. And this is going to be around 10 p.m. So even though tornadoes happen around 5 or 6 and kind of die off, you know, just be on the watch for any tornado warnings with this line that comes through. They would probably be on the weak side when they come with this line. So just keep aware. And we, like I said, we do have rotation. We will take a look at the updraft Felicity. You can see it right there, just out the Sullivan. And this is 10 o'clock and right south of Winona. We do have a little bit of rotation and uplift with this storm. And it looks like right to around Hawk Point and Silex and around Paris and Monroe City area, around Stoutsville, you guys will have a little bit of updraft felicity. We'll just move this back real quick. So Sullivan, about 7 o'clock. This is one I will you will watch with this updraft felicity, and we'll take a look right here, and we'll move this back to around 6 o'clock, which is now. So this is kind of where I would kind of watch the area. Let me see where these storm chasers are at, and they're a little bit north of the Sullivan. So we'll kind of see what happens right here in around Sullivan. There's probably a little bit of rotation with this. We'll take a look at it. Get to our latest radar and take a look at the velocity. So just broad rotation with this storm. So we'll keep an eye on this one in and around Bourbon and Sullivan, because there is a lot of updraft in this area. As far as that, guys, your tornado perimeters, we'll get back here to the models, significant tornado parameter, and make sure we are at the latest run. And we will go to, looks like the 22Z, and see how far that goes. Okay. And you can see right there, guys, this is 6 p.m. This is the latest run, anywhere from Quincy down to Salem. Looks like we have a 2.1 as far as your tornado parameter. And this is the latest run, guys. And then up here in and around Herman and New Haven, you guys are looking at 2.6 and almost 3.2 just south of Montgomery City as far as your tornado parameters. As far as your instability, guys, you can see where we have all this unstable cape from Quincy all the way down to Jonesboro. You can see it down here to Fayetteville in Arkansas. But this is the energy that we needed for these storms. And right there, this is about 6 p.m., the peak time for all this energy that we have here. And we're talking almost 3,700 as far as your joules in your cape. And down here, 37, looks like way down here, close to 4,000 right here in Mississippi, around Clarksdale area. You're talking 4,000 in your cape joules for now. So we will keep an eye on this, and we'll get back here to the tornado parameter real quick. We do have another thunderstorm warning dish popped up, but you can see how this will start to die off a little bit as far as your tornado parameters. I think ours will be the wind threat in around Randolph County, but don't count anything out. We are still in that 2%. It would be on a low end of intensity if we did have one come up. As of right now. So let's go ahead and get back to our radar real quick and our reflectivity, and we will get the outlook off and get our discussion back on. So again, at 7 o'clock, I think is when this red ring right here will expire from Macon all the way to Salem, Lebanon, going into O'Fallon. And this is a tornado watch 536 with 55 to 70 mile an hour winds. You can have up to an EF1 with 110 miles per hour. So we are taking a look at where they're at, and Gasconade, they just popped up another thunderstorm warning, and tornado possible, 60 mile an hour winds with 1 inch hail indicated, radar indicated. So we do have a couple storm chasers there. We'll go ahead and take a look at the velocities currently with this storm. And we do see the winds up here, guys. Yeah, we're talking 50 to 60 mile an hour winds. You see that big white little blotch right there. So your heavy winds are just south of Morrison and Gasconade with this storm. I don't see any towns in that area. So if you're on County Road 251 or H Road, J Road, just south of Morrison, you guys are hitting some winds right now with this storm that is passing through. A lot of lightning, guys. Make sure you get inside. Don't be out there with all this lightning that's going on for today. So we'll go ahead and put that back on reflectivity real quick. Kind of see what was going on. But you can see the large part of the hail right there. We're talking 60 dBZs. In and around the Pershing Road area, just around there, and around the Hells Island Road, you guys are having some heavy hail in that area as well as heavy rain. Again, if you're in and around Salem, guys, we're talking 60 mile an hour winds and 1 inch hail just to the south west of Salem and just to the east of Sherrill in Missouri. We do have that storm. Make sure I got to the nearest radar. Just south of Sullivan, you guys got some storms. It's not anything severe. And if you're in the area, make sure the Woodson National Memorial Conservation Area, I guess that would be part of that. Anyways, Highway 68 in Missouri, just north of Salem, you guys have probably 40 mile an hour winds and a 1/4 inch hail currently with this storm that is going on. So we do have a little bit of rain and then around Prairie to Rocher. I do not see any lightning with this. Bloomsdale area, just crossing the river, in and around Redbud, and just south of Waterloo, and around Freeburg, Mascoutah, and it looks like Granite City and Collinsville up here in Illinois. We do have some storms that are starting to pop up. The more intense storms are going to be to the east of St. Louis and Chester and Cape and around Licking all the way up to around Mexico, Columbia, Fulton, Jefferson City, Sullivan area right now. We've only had a couple of tornado warnings, and I'm not sure if we have any more. We do not. So while we are waiting on that, guys, up here in Montana, we do have this fire warning, and I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but this is just something that you guys could see that we can do with this new app as far as make sure we get in here, switch to this sector. And you see the smoke right here, and I'll put this in play real quick. We do have a fire just south of Trego in Montana. We have got several fires, guys, in Montana, and you see all the smoke that's billowing out. These are fires in look like the Washington area all the way through, but you can see the fires around southwest of Oroville going into Canada, and we've got fires up there as well. But all the smoke that you guys see in this is fires that are going on in this area. If I could get to the fire temperature, we'll see this. You can see the fires that are going on just south of Oroville, Colville, just north of Wenatchee. We got several of these fires that are currently going on right now from looks like Washington going into Montana. Just north of White Sulphur Springs, we do have another fire right there south of Nehart. So Yeah, you guys can see it. We do have a fire. Just looks like in the Nez Perce Clearwater National Forest. So we got plenty of fire going on up here in the Northwest right now, currently going on, and we can see that with the smokes. You can see it right here, guys. All this smoke is all fires that are currently going on right now, going up here. You can see the smoke from these fires, and you see actually the redness from the satellite view. So I just wanted to let you take a look at some of the things you can do with the new weather app, which you can download on Android with the Google Play Store. I would advise, if you want to see this kind of stuff, it's $9.99 advanced version. You can get all the models, just anything, observations, outlooks, radars. But this is kind of a neat tool that you can see when fires are going on and around the area. Like I said, another thing you can see, we got the fires down here and the fires all the way near Boise, is I can get the ruler out and you can sit there and show that we've got these fires expanding 482 miles. This is all the smoke that you guys are getting in the area as far as the fires. So we're going to get back down here and get back to the radar and get to see what is going on. So just around Aurora, we did have a report of a rotating wall cloud directly over my position. This was from Nathan Pankey, storm spotter, and that was around 5:39, almost an hour ago with these storms. So this is getting ready to get in through around Stillville, Salem, Sullivan area, maybe just to the south of Sullivan, Fulton, going into around Berger and New Haven. We got these storms coming through. We only have two right now, as far as Missouri, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings with 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail up and around. Looks like just north of Owensville and down here near Salem, we are talking 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. And then, of course, this little batch right here, I would assume this is going to expire, this special weather statement, here shortly. But that was packing 40-mile-an-hour winds and 1/4-inch hail. Looked like that one just evaporated, but the other tornado warning looks like is gone. But we do have some thunderstorm warnings right here in around Newkirk, Tucumcari, and Nara Vista here in New Mexico. And we'll go ahead and switch to that radar real quick, kind of take a look. And this is a line probably producing some heavy winds. Looks like 60-mile-an-hour winds around Santa Rosa. Probably got 40 or 50-mile-an-hour winds, 50-mile-an-hour winds, and 3/4-inch hail. And then we get in here to just around Quanah and Childress. And here in Texas, you do have a thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail. And then we get here to, let me switch radars, right around Lawton, Cache, and Oklahoma. Looks like 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then around Lindsay, just south of Oklahoma City, 60-mile-an-hour winds and close to 1-inch hail. So we got several severe thunderstorm warnings that we have going on currently, and we got several special weather statements anywhere from Mississippi, Alabama, going out, a couple of them in Alabama, just south of Birmingham and Dolhan, with some winds. We do have a report, it looks like, of a damage. Let me pop that up around Tupelo. Just a few fallen tree branches, but not anything too big, but I'm keeping an eye out for anything else. That was from Josh Hatcher, Skywarn Certified Spotter and Chaser. We'll get to that radar real quick. So we have this big batch of storms, and I'll just get to the national radar, but you can see anywhere from Nashville going into the border of Alabama and Mississippi, we've got these storms that are running through. I expect this storm to kind of branch out, maybe, and we'll see a few pop up in around Wichita, Lubbock, Texas, with this low pressure system sitting over Des Moines, Iowa, Marshalltown. So they did get rid of that special weather statement. I kind of figured they would, and we will keep an eye on this. I'm watching the storm chasers right now, and I'm not seeing a whole lot that's going on. That's why I don't know how long I will stay on here currently. But always keep your weather alerts ready for anything that pops up. We had pretty good downpour as far as rain, and we will take a look at see if I got the flood watch or flood warnings on flash flood warning 7. Let me get that up and running. Check the watches out. Flash flood watch is on. Okay, there we go, guys. So, that is a tornado watch. I didn't want that one. That's one flash flood watch. We do not have a flash flood watch. We do have a tornado warning, so we will take that off. And we will take a look at this one. We do have a couple of storm chasers right there. We get that to the latest, and we do have this hook right here, this notch, and we will take a look at the velocities real quick. Guys, this is going to be anywhere headed towards Rosebud and Gerald. Guys, go ahead and take cover. Right now we got radar indicated 1-inch hail with this storm, and we will take a look at the velocity radar, and I'm not seeing a whole lot. Right there, guys. Let me get the inspector tool out. We're talking 68, 83 mile an hour winds and 9 miles going towards the radar. So there's some rotation right there. Again, this is radar indicated as we speak. I'm going to see who I've got closest to that. We'll take a look at Ryan Shoal for a second.
And we're going to try to find a place to stop up here if we can. I don't know if we will.
Tornado Page's got a good view of this storm that is coming through, and it just updated. So we got storm Tornado Pagey, and we look like Ryan Shaw out here in and around this storm right here. So we'll keep an eye on that one as we're speaking.
Look, oh, it's tornado warning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're just now getting it.
Till
Tornado
7:15.
Wow.
That includes whatever towns are right here.
We will take a look at Ryan Shaw, see what he's saying.
It's all trees, dude. It's completely trees. I think there might be a little bit of a field up ahead, though. But that gets us pretty dangerously close to this. So, I don't know how far I want to go. Was there a problem?
Okay, I'm gonna get back there.
This might be our best bet right here. Yep, right here. Literally right here. We're just gonna do a little U-ball. It's got good inflow. Oh, there's that.
New information. This severe
I want to pop him
thunderstorm
up,
has been
guys, on the, and he's the closest to this on the regular screen. And this is what we are watching right now. Get it right here, kind of expand it out a little bit. See if I can. And get a better look at it right there. But this is him right here, and he is watching this storm right there. We do have Tornado Pagey right here currently. So we do have two storm chasers. Probably Freddie McKinney's up near there also. But this is Tornado Pagey's look at the storm, and this is Ryan Scholl's look. So we'll just kind of keep an eye
Moving
on
very,
that.
very shortly.
And we will get to up wrong screen, guys. Right up there. There we go. So right now, guys, we got overcast clouds here in Chester. Temperatures at 74. It feels like 76. The wind speeds are at 3 miles an hour, and humidity is at 90% currently here in Chester, Illinois. As we pan out real quick, we do have this tornado warned storm, radar indicated 1-inch hail, and we do have two storm chasers right there. This rotation is and let me get him out of the way real quick. Let me see which way this is moving. Headed towards Highway 19, guys, just north of Rosebud, and it looks like near south of Highway E in Missouri. So if you're in this area, take cover. Yes, honey. Oh, you getting your phone? Yeah, I'm live. You want to say hi to everybody?
Attention, a new
Okay.
special weather statement has been issued.
All right, that's my kid.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So I'll get off of him. We'll take a look at what is going on.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
Really broad rotation now. I'm not seeing it. Looked like it kind of died down. But this is a storm right there. Tornado Pagey is on it. We'll get to right again in and around Moore Road and Highway 19. We got a little bit of rotation. Something to keep an eye on in this area, in this tornado warned storm.
Motion right there.
So we got two storms that are actually merging right here. One kind of going in northeast, and one's kind of going south, and you can see where these two storms are actually going to merge right now. But it looks like we still got a bit of a hook right in there, but you see where it's merging, and this storm may just knock that out right now. Tornado Pagey is right here, but we do have these two storms that are merging together. And it may kind of knock out that rotation. I'm not quite sure. But if you're in this area from Gerald, Leslie, it looks like it has merged into each other. Make sure you guys go ahead and take cover as a precaution with this storm that is coming through. Again, we are talking 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. So we will go ahead and take a look at the velocity. Very broad rotation right now. I'm not seeing a whole lot with these two storms that are merging. They may cancel this. Look like it just popped up again right here, guys. We do have some rotation south of Drake School Road, just to the east of Leesmeyer Road, and just to the west of Barron Fork Road, guys. We do have rotation, and we are talking 70-mile-an-hour winds and 13 mile per hour going towards the radar, and 70 going away from the radar. Look at that. We are talking 95, 36. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do have a tornado on the ground in this area. This will be to the north of ZZ Road and just to the south of Drake School Road in Missouri. So if you're in this area, it doesn't look like we have any towns really close by, but if you're living in this rural area, guys, go ahead and take cover. I am looking at Ryan Shoal is in that area. See where they are located.
Bingo. Bango bongo.
He is facing towards this rotation.
I guess it's taking in these mergers, so I don't know how it's going to behave.
And this is the latest run. So if anything, guys, I would watch out right in this area.
What we're going to do.
Tornado Pagey is actually kind of to the north of this. And this is her look real quick of this storm. And she is now just to the west of this storm going on. And it's kind of broadened out again. So it's behaving a little weird.
Oh, that bolt, another close bolt.
So there is some rotation with this storm, no doubt. And we'll keep an eye on it.
Attention, a new
So
considerable
this is the only active tornado warning right here, and we do see a broad rotation look like in and around the Drake School Road area. The winds are still at 56 and in and around that area. Let me get to the velocity. But we do see that broad rotation right now. So it's we got these two storms that are merging into each other. We get to the reflectivity, and I'll back that up real quick.
Attention.
But you can see where these two storms have merged into each other, guys. So we're going to see how this kind of behaves when it comes together. So currently, guys, in around Chamis, Jefferson City, we do have a line from Eldon, Jefferson City to Fulton, and another one from Columbia to Mexico and Missouri, going all the way up to Hannibal and Quincy in Illinois, all the way up to Galesburg, where we do have a Davenport, Iowa, 40-mile-an-hour winds going on right now, and I'll get to that radar real quick. All the way up to Maquoketa, if I can pronounce that right. And we do have some storms around Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, and Iowa Falls right now. But this is the storm that we are keeping an eye on, and I'm going to go ahead and get to the MRMS radar. But you can see what is going on. We do have in Albuquerque a couple of Tucumcari area, Vara Visa area. You're talking 70-mile-an-hour winds, damaging storms here. This line is coming through. So if you are in this area, make sure you tie some things down. And then we get in here to Oklahoma around Lawton and Lindsay. You guys have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings with 60-mile-an-hour winds, 3/4 inch hail, and right here, almost 3/4 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds there in Lindsay. And we get over here into and around Tupelo. You guys have 50-mile-an-hour winds, and Tuscaloosa. 50-mile-an-hour winds, and down here in just north of Dothan, Ozark area, you guys in Alabama have 40-mile-an-hour winds. And we'll get back up here into Illinois. This will expire, this tornado watch, at 7 p.m. in 12 minutes. We do have this tornado warning right here. We will get to our radar And
A new
I'm
special
looking
weather
at
statement
some of the
has been
storm
issued.
chasers, and I'm not seeing a whole lot. As far as that, your relative velocity is starting to tighten back up, guys, just around where Tornado Pagey is at, in and around Double Z Road and looks like Winter Road. I believe that's the name of it, Winter Road. Yes. So, kind of, if you're in this area, guys, we're looking at looks like 70-mile-an-hour winds over
A
here
severe
and 60.
thunderstorm warning
So
has
there's
been
some
updated.
rotation right here around Old State Road in Missouri. I
Attention,
do
a
not
new
see a
flash
whole
flood
lot
warning has been
of
issued.
population or any towns nearby. So this is a rural area headed towards Deer Road and Old State Road in Missouri. But if we get up here up north, guys, we're talking, looks like just shifted again. And around the Old State Road, Deer Road area, guys, we're packing 66-mile-an-hour winds right now. And I'm getting some readings of up to 88 right there. So we're seeing how these two storms merge, and we'll see what happens. But as you can see, within the last 20, 30 minutes, this moving pretty quick. You see how these lines just kind of merged into each other. So you're not seeing a real discrete supercell. So we kind of
New
have to take a
information,
look
this
at
severe
this
thunderstorm warning has been updated.
when these storms come through. Uh, because we can't see any hook echo as of right now with these storms. But this is the only one that's tornado warned right now as we are watching these lines come through. As far as that, we do have up to 9 active severe thunderstorm warnings. If we're down in here and just south of Salem, guys, we've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, packing 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. Currently just south of Salem here in Missouri, and I will get to the nearest radar, see if I got the nearest one. And it is the nearest radar. So right there, I do not see a whole lot of hail with this,
Attention,
and
a new special
maybe
weather statement has
1-inch
been issued.
radar indicated. We get over here to Randolph County, guys, it looks like in Weingarten, Farmington area, just north of Chester, around Ellis Grove, you guys are going to get some rain. Around Walsh Road here in Randolph County, we'll go ahead and put that in play as this is going through. It looks like it's kind of weakening a little bit just between Evansville and Ellis Grove,
this severe
guys,
thunderstorm warning
headed
has been
towards
updated.
Walsh Road and Chester Road. Right now. Baldwin, you've got some that look like it's kind of dissipating a little bit. And then we have this line up here in and around just to the west of Highland and Marine. So it's headed your way at St. Rose, Albers. We do have some storms headed your way. I don't see any lightning with those storms. Mainly all the bigger storms and watches and warnings are just to the west of Illinois and Missouri. So we are still not out of the woods as far as the tornado warning. So we'll keep an eye on this at least for an hour or two as these lines will pop through. Other than that, guys, I am going to take a real quick break and I will be right back. Good.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
Yeah. Thank you. See you.
Attention, a new radar indicated tornado warning has been issued.
So yeah, I had to give me a snack real quick. I haven't ate dinner yet, and I'm waiting for it to come. So if you ain't doing anything in Randall County, go up to the KC Hall. I don't know how much longer they'll be open, but they have some pizza. We're gonna go ahead and take a look back here in and around Gerald and Leslie. We still under that tornado. We'll check the velocities out. I'm now not seeing a whole lot. We'll go ahead and put a stop to that. I'm not seeing a whole lot in the area right now, and we'll take a look at what tornado paging has. And this is what we're looking at as far as in the skies. And this is around Gerald in Missouri, and it looks like Rosebud area. It's outside of Rosebud.
I don't know what it is, but or is it just storm interactions?
Probably the interactions.
So that is what we got going on right now, guys. There ain't a whole lot. I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't expire here in the next 20 minutes is when it's supposed to expire, but I'm not seeing a whole lot with this storm right now since them two emerged. We get down here to around Salem.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning
We
has
have a
been
little bit
updated.
of a storm down here, just south of Salem. Again, 60-mile-an-hour winds. I do not see any rotation with that storm at all. We're going to get to the radar and check the velocity up and down this line. A little bit of a rotation just south of Owensville. Let's take a look at that on reflectivity right down here. But that's the only thing I see so far, and maybe down here just south of Sullivan. Let me check that out as far as your velocity. We do have a rotation right there. And you know how I could see it is a little bit of a
Flood warning has been updated.
dip right in here is where I'm seeing that rotation going on, and we will go ahead and switch it back to velocity, and you see where this has got a broad rotation with that storm. Anyways, we'll take a look at the rest of the area. This one around Salem, a little bit of rotation, but very, very, very broad. But this one south of Sullivan is the one I see.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
Yep, that's the only one I see is right there
A new
south of
special weather
Sullivan
statement has
as
been
far as
issued.
rotation, guys. We'll just keep an eye on this storm for now. We will take a look and see what Freddie McKinney has to say while I'm eating Doritos. If anything, we've had a lot of rain, guys.
No longer seeing anything all that interesting to me. It kind of fell apart. Just gonna keep heading down 50 and get out ahead of it.
And that is Freddie McKinney. So what we're going to do, guys,
Attention, a new
And
special
we're
weather
going to put
statement has been issued.
the national radar on real quick.
Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Attention, a new flash flood warning has been issued.
So we do have a lot of rain here, 2 inches. I'm not seeing a whole lot.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So if you're right here in Chester, maybe to the northern part of Chester on Lehman Drive, Bodie's Lane area, you might be getting some rain showers right now, currently. So just kind of north of Chester, trying to think where it's headed. It'd be the north end of Chester right now as far as our first rains, and around Ellis Grove headed towards Stillville. I'm waiting for pizza. You guys are watching. So we do have a new tornado warning, kind of updated. We actually got 2. Got one in Bertram, and I'm not seeing it on this radar. I'm not seeing it at all. Let me go ahead and put on that and move it back a little bit. But it is radar indicated, so if you're in this warned area in Bertram, guys, in looks like Iowa, go ahead and take cover. In and around Davenport, you guys are Muscatine. Let me get to the reflectivity. 40-mile-an-hour winds up with this line that's going through Galesburg, Macomb here, and Quincy in Illinois. Get back down here. Still south of Salem, we do have this storm packing 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. Not too much as far as any towns in and around, so it's a rural area. So if you're south of Salem, guys, just kind of be careful. The only thing we got is this tornado warn, which will expire in the next 20 minutes, I believe. Or this one is a new one, so it may expire at 7:15, so about another 10 minutes. I'm just not seeing anything as far as any rotation right now with this. If it is, it's a very broad rotation. Currently, we do have 2 storm chasers in that area, and I'm not seeing anything on their live feed right now. This is tornado paging. And she's in Gerald, Missouri right now. So
Yeah, he better hurry up.
So we're going to watch her for a second. She's on this storm in this tornado warned area.
Oh, thank you.
Look. About the same.
I got lightning in this little area here. Right back there.
Should we go to Leslie?
Yeah, probably. It just shifted a little bit on that last scan. Yeah, I would say.
Nope, we're on the right road.
Yep. Look at that.
The better side of things on that front. I might have to be on the way. Oh, we are unfocused. Oh. Trying not to get burned out. I'm almost at that point though, so we'll see. We're gonna stop right up here, you guys. Looks like there should be a little bit of a pull off.
A little bit of rotation around Highway 8, south of Sullivan, and just to the
Right down here though. Dude, it's
southeast of Stillville. There's a little bit of rotation with these storms. We'll go ahead and take a look at the reflectivity. So
oh my
I would say that
Bro,
it
it's
would
like
be
a big
probably
blob.
in this little notch area. But it looks like they got 50-mile-an-hour winds down there. So if you're in between Stillville and Potosi, guys, you'll have this batch of storms coming through. It's not warned or anything, but you'll see these 2 storms will converge into one headed towards Chester. And the tornado warning has expired a little earlier. I didn't see anything. So right now we are down to, looks like it says 1 active. I'm surprised it is, or it's up north actually in around north of Mount Vernon. In Iowa, we'll take a look at the velocity on this one. I didn't see nothing up here as far as, and it may be just where the radar is located in this particular storm, because sometimes we can't see that. And let me go ahead and take a look at where the radar is at. Let's see if I can get to a different radar and get a different look at this particular storm. I ain't seen anything, and let's take a look at a different radar. Not seeing a whole lot, and we get to Davenport. So I'm not seeing any rotation with this storm right now. It is radar indicated. The winds are going pretty quick, and it will expire 7:45. So that's a long time for it to expire. It did expire, guys, as I just said that. So we're down to no tornado warnings. I just didn't see anything with that particular cell. And I went to 3 different radars to try to give it. But we do have a special weather statement right here around Davenport down to Quincy. You see where this line of storms is moving through. And then around St. Louis and
A
Sullivan.
new flash flood warning has been
Let me get down to this one. Better get to radar. But we see this from Columbia, Quincy, all the way down Sullivan area, headed towards Chester. Salem, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning, headed towards Randolph County, Chester area right now. I'm going to go ahead and put this at a stop, and I'm going to get to the latest model and see what else we got going on as far in around Chester, Illinois. We do have the latest run, which is the 22Z. So let me get to that. You can get to the reflectivity and back this up. So this is showing around 8 o'clock. This line will come through. Should be out of the area about 1 a.m. But then I don't see anything until this is running until about 11 a.m. on Saturday. You can get to the 18Z run real quick. There we go. So we may have sporadic showers throughout the day. Nothing heavy. Looks like anything would be light as far as showers after this line comes through. But you see the light areas. And let me switch radars real quick. But you see just very light showers going all day long, it looks like. And that may change by tomorrow morning. We'll see how things go tonight. But you see where the spin, guys, let me pan it out. This is your low pressure system that's right here and moving into Illinois and around Peoria and Springfield. And that's what brought this these storms and the rain. But other than that, guys, we don't have a whole lot of warnings in this slight risk areas as compared to what I thought, and that may change. Still early. It's only 7:13. But in around Davenport, guys, and Galesburg, 40-mile-an-hour winds, and we do have that one just south of Salem, and we'll get to the latest radar. That might have some hail right there with it, 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. As far as that, let me get to the velocity and see what we got. And we do have, very, very, very broad rotation with the storm. It looks like up here in and around just to the west of Potosi, to the south east of Stillville, we have a little bit of couple spots of rotation with this storm right here. Nothing big, but probably in this couple notch areas right here, right there where I have my mouse, right there, and right here is probably where we have a little bit of rotation going on. And that's right there, and right there is where I'm seeing a couple of these spots. And that's where your dip is. Other than that, and around Cuba, between Cuba and St. James, maybe a little bit of rotation right there. We'll take a look at that. It's probably in this notch area. And then we get up here into where all our storm chasers are at. Not seeing a whole lot, but it does have some winds. If we look over here, we may have a very, very broad rotation right here. The only thing I see is right here, and we got one that's peaking up right now with 66 miles an hour. So this would be the one to watch. Let me make sure I got the nearest radar. Yeah, it looks like we got some heavy winds over here in this notch too. So I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't get warned, a severe warn. It may here in just a little bit, and this would be to the west of Potosi. You can see what kind of direction we are going. Headed towards Potosi, but we can see where it's starting to get that little bit of a dip in here, right there on the screen. So we'll keep an eye on this, but here's where the little dip is. Going into this storm, and that's where we see some high winds. And right up and around here, we're seeing some high winds also with that storm. I want to see if I can get a better color for you and see if this works a little bit better. Yeah. So let me go ahead and clear that. So right here we have a little bit of a dip. And that's where we're seeing some of these high winds and this rotation going on. And I'm not even sure if that's a good color. And we'll try to dip a couple. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and clear that off, get back to our radar. We can get to a velocity on those storms, but you can see we do have a couple spots of rotation in there. Look like it's kind of dying off a little bit. And then right just north of Owensville, we might have Owensville, maybe northwest Owensville, south of Highway 50, you might have a little bit of rotation going in there. As far as that here in Chester, make sure I get the latest radar, and it looked like it is kind of passing us through. The one we'll watch here is the one in and around Sullivan, where this couple storms have merged right in this area. We'll keep an eye on that as far as it's coming through Chester. Like I said, guys, when I did the forecast the day before, during the daytime, you could see where the low pressure system was going to sit right around here, bring a lot more severe weather and rain, but it ended up coming over here and in and around Springfield and Missouri. So it kind of shifted everything a little bit. I am going to go ahead and take a look real quick at see if they've canceled anything as far as the outlook and tornado, and they haven't. We're still in that little area from Quincy all the way down to Jonesboro, Springfield to Cape Girardeau, and of course from Columbia all the way down to around Mountain View and Winona. You guys are in that 5%. Everywhere else in this green area, you guys are in that 2%. I'm just not seeing a whole lot with this storm coming through this evening, which is good. We don't want any tornadoes. So that's the one thing we don't want is tornadoes. And we don't want a whole, well, I guess we do want a little bit of rain, but not a whole lot where we have flash flooding. But this is what we got going on the radar, and I'll go to the national radar, kind of showing you what's going on. We got a little bit of a gap with this line, anywhere from Davenport going all the way to Lubbock, Texas. And I'm not seeing anything between Oklahoma and Springfield, Missouri, like it showed on the model. Again, the biggest winds that we've gotten so far are over here in just to the east of Santa Rosa, and I'm going to try to pronounce this right, Tucumcari. We're talking 70-mile-an-hour winds, guys, and it looked like it is still going. And 1 1/4 inch hail. So these guys have been getting pounded over here in New Mexico, headed towards Lubbock, Texas. But we do have this line going through from, looks like Clayton, starting up there up north in New Mexico, going to Nara Vista, and then down to Santa Rosa. It's headed towards Clovis. So this thing is packing some winds. If we go ahead and take a look real quick at the velocities, you see what we got going, but we do have some heavy winds with this. And we're going to put a stop. I'm not seeing a whole lot as far as the heavy winds. Of course, this is close to the radar too, so let me go back up here and go to Albuquerque. And I'm going to back it up. I'm just not seeing where they got these high winds at. We back it up an hour. It's pushing through, but this is actually really close to the radar, so it's really going to be hard to predict, but no doubt it's probably 70-mile-an-hour winds. We'll get back over here to around Chester. Get the radar off. Get to ours. And we don't have anything as far as warnings except for down here south of Salem, south east of Salem and northwest of Bunker. And again, that's just 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1 inch hail right now. So we're waiting for these storms to roll through. And again, I'm not sure actually how long. And I'm sure this one is going to expire here shortly. It's headed towards Bunker. And we'll see what happens. But as far as that, guys, I'll stay on here as long as I can. I'll take a look at the models. If I don't see anything really significant after this passes, I'm going to get off of here. But until then, I want to make sure everybody's safe, and I'll stay on. because anything's possible with these lines, and I think the biggest thing will be the wind if we get anything. And if we do have any tornadoes, I think it'll be on the low end of intensity. And of course, that's what it's, showing as far as, and I think it may have expired. Let me check it out real quick. Yeah, so we don't even have the tornado watches kind of going right now as far as the mesoscale discussion. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning just north of Houston in Missouri, 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail with that, just along with this one over here headed towards Bunker. We do have a flood advisory, and that'll expire about 9:15 tonight. That will to include New Bloomfield, Chemois and Herman area, and Fulton here in Missouri. All right. We will see how long our severe thunderstorm watch, if we do have one. This tornado watch, guys, will expire around 11 p.m. tonight. And this does not include Randolph County, as we are currently looking at this map here. So 40% moderate tornado. If there's an EF2, it's the 20% probability. 60-mile-an-hour winds, 70% probability. 75 plus 20%. And our hail, 1-inch hail, 40% possibility, and a 2-inch hail, 20%. So that's what we're looking at. It's not like it's a extreme risk as far as your area, but this is your watch currently going on right now as far as your tornado watch. We are not under a severe thunderstorm watch. So I put that on, and it's not showing that we are under a severe thunderstorm watch. Just the tornado watch. That is it. Just a tornado watch, guys. And I believe that will expire, they said, at around 11 p.m. tonight. I think it'll expire probably earlier than that. But we never know. As far as that, the only two just north of Licking and right around Bunker is the only two that we have as far as severe thunderstorm warnings. And again, I'm going to go ahead and get off of this and get to our velocity radar and see if anything has changed. A little bit of rotation in around this one down here in the south of Licking in the Raymondville area. And this one is moving out. It's warned area, and I'm sure at Bunker right there we do see some rotation and 60-mile-an-hour winds right there, guys. So we'll keep an eye on that. As far as that, over here, just south of Highway 8 here in Missouri, broad rotation right there, and just south of Cuba, a little bit of a broad rotation there. We get up here, we're still packing some winds up in here around Leslie. But other than that, that's all I see, guys. Just south of Route 8, got that rotation right there. Um, yeah, we'll take a look at tornado paging real quick.
We may want to start driving that way if we want to do that tonight. Yes. Yeah.
So we're watching Freddie
Yes,
McKinney right now, see what
Here.
what he thinks.
Our ETA is 2:06.
Him and Storm Runner Media both are at the gas station
I
right
mean,
now.
I could make it all the way back. I don't know if you could make it all the way back. I don't know if I can. I could make it all the way back.
Pretty sure it's the same gas station.
What route does it take us?
We do have a tornado warning, guys. This one just popped up. We will get to that real quick. And it was that one I was talking about earlier with this rotation. I'm sure it's radar indicated and 3/4 inch hail.
Attention, a new special weather statement has
So,
been issued.
This is south of Licking, north of Houston, guys. This will be crossing Highway 63. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Let me make sure I've got the latest or nearest radar. Yeah, I'll be going across Highway 63. And we're talking some heavy winds, guys, up to 68 miles per hour. So we are in that tornado warning near Raymondville and moving east. Going across 63 right now, parts of 63 if it ain't already crossed. Headed towards Highway
Attention, a new
137.
special weather statement has
So,
been issued.
it's right there in this little dip is where we have that rotation with this particular storm north of Raymondville. Other than that, I will be right back, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll see you in a second. Make sure my mic is mic.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new flash flood warning has been issued.
All right, guys, I am back. I had to get my favorite drink of the day. For those who are in the military, mocha, cocoa, and coffee. Make sure I've got my alert and sound on. There we go. So we still got this tornado warning down here north of Raymond. We will take a look at the closest radar and get off of this and move it forward. We kind of take a look at what it is looking like as far as velocity, and we do have some heavy winds up here, 73-mile-an-hour winds. But this is your rotation. If you're living in the Creek Road or Spirit Limp, I don't even know the name of that one. Split Limb Road and Wildwood Drive, guys. Make sure you guys are taking cover. North of Raymond, headed towards Split Limb Road, headed towards Wildwood Drive, guys. We're talking some heavy winds with this storm that is going on right now. Currently, still radar indicated with 70. It looks like 3/4 inch hail at 0.75. So that is currently with this storm as we are looking at it. Getting ready to cross Highway 137 north of Raymondville. So if you're in this rural area, guys, make sure you take cover. See what else we got going on, and that will be south of Licking. Put a little bit of a slant to this so you can do all kinds of things with this weather app. Get to our nearest radars, take a look in this area. Around Owensville, guys, it looks like you guys might have some winds up and around there, around the 50-mile-an-hour winds. Looks like we got a little bit of rotation around right down here, just to the west of looks like Potosi, broad rotation, and around Cuba. As far as that and around Chester, I'm not seeing a whole lot that is going on in Randolph County. It looks like everything's kind of dissipated that went through. So we'll just keep an eye on this for these storms to come through. We'll go ahead and put this in play. And you can see right there when he gets right to, looks like Highway 67 kind of wanting to dissipate a little bit, and 55. So I don't know if this line that is going from Herman to Iberia and Brumley, if that's going to dissipate as well, but we'll just take keep a eye on this as this line comes through, and then we'll take a look to see if there's anything that's going to be behind that or anything that develops after this. Yesterday we thought these line of storms were going to come around 11 p.m. tonight. They may reach us a little earlier. I'm not quite sure yet. We can take a look at the models.
Attention, a new
Let me
considerable
go ahead
severe
and get
thunderstorm
this to the
warning has
latest
been issued.
run so we kind of get an idea of what we are looking at. And this would be the 23Z, guys. So it'll look like this. It's going to hit us around 9 p.m. And this is the latest run. And then after that, I think we're going to be done right after 1 a.m. This line will come through. But we will take a look at that. But this is the current model and run, and I'll switch it to the radar. And
Attention,
I
a new
think the
severe
HRR is showing
thunderstorm warning
more
has been
than
issued.
what the model is. So we'll just keep an eye on this, guys. If you're watching, that's fine.
information.
Make sure
This
if
severe
you're not
thunderstorm
watching, make
warning
sure you
has
have
been
your
updated.
alerts or your telephone alerts or alarms set for just in case anything changes. I do think Randolph County was on the low end as far as tornado risk anyways. So, and most of these were conditional. Again, we do have this one down here, and this is just a small storm, guys. Nothing big, but it's discrete and it's off by itself here in Missouri, just north of Raymondville. So it's these little discrete cells that I'm more concerned about more than this line that is coming through. Not to say they can't produce tornadoes, but it's these discrete supercells that we see pop up that we kind of got to watch. So if we go ahead and take a look at this and make sure I get to the nearest radar, and we will take a look at the velocities. And it looked like it has kind of died down a little bit. We still got 65-mile-an-hour winds with this one. But over here and around Bunker, we do have a little bit of a rotation and some wind with these storms. Over here, I expect this line of storms up here will be packing some winds. I'm not seeing a whole lot because I do not see a whole lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. So it may not be packing enough winds. Maybe around 40-mile-an-hour winds. As we go later in the evening, the chances of these tornadoes will diminish, especially when they form in a line. At least the less, the intensity of these things will diminish as well when they come in a line. Look at that. Disappeared. Now I'm back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm waiting for the wife to bring me some pizza from KC Hall here in Chester, Illinois. Mama Pop's Pizza. I don't know how long they're serving till, but I'm sure it's going to be ending here shortly. And so I'll be getting some pizza. Currently, guys, we still have this tornado warning down here south of Salem in Missouri, around Raymondville, just past Raymondville, headed towards Highway 8 and Timberlane Road. And we'll take a look at when this will expire, and it shows here in the next 30 minutes. And we will take a look at the velocity again. And it's looking pretty broad right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this one will expire here shortly. I just don't see any rotation with this one. Or let me get to the nearest radar. That may have changed things. There we go. That changes the whole ball field. So yeah, around Split Limb Road, guys, we're still talking some heavy winds. I'm not seeing heavy rotation. Let me get to the velocity over here. But we do have some heavy winds with this one. So we'll keep an eye on that one. And it looked like it's kind of moved a little bit. And currently we have just that one active tornado here in
New
Missouri.
information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And that was the one we just looked at. It just been updated and moved a little bit to around Raymondville,
New information.
in the Sunkwinds
This severe thunderstorm
conservation
warning
area.
has been updated.
Other than that, we got only 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, one being right here, and the other ones are probably in New Mexico going into Texas. Right here. We've got the 4 right here in Texas, I believe. Texas, New Mexico, and Missouri. So right here, guys. And we'll get to this radar real quick. Again, these are producing some pretty heavy winds. 70-mile-an-hour winds in the Palmer and Bailey County, and it looks like Oldham and Deaf Smith area. You guys have 70-mile-an-hour winds with this storm. And you can see right there in this little bit of whiteness right there. There's a little bit of a 60-mile-an-hour winds right there. Let me get to the velocities. So 60-mile-an-hour winds right there currently. I'll move this back, but I'm sure when it started, it was packing some 70-mile-an-hour winds up and around the area. Getting really close to 70-mile-an-hour winds right there. 64 right there, just south of 64 or 6084, south of Fort Sumner and Melrose. So we do have some packets of winds right here in the Texas and Mexico border area around Clovis, south of Santa Rosa. We get down here to Haskell, Texas. Get to the reflectivity here. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Headed your way from this, and we will take a look at the velocity with this one. So this is a line right here. You can see this front right here. Let me get my other screen up real quick. Give me a second. You see this right ahead of this line here. This is that cold front moving through. This is what's coming through. I'll take a pizza. And this is where those heavy winds are in and around Haskell in Texas. Come on. My pizza is here,
I
everybody.
don't know which pizza, which one you want. I don't know which is which.
I don't know.
That one is.
I don't know. Hey guys, we got pizza. Looks like just pepperoni.
Okay, this is probably the one there.
It says Bill's on it. Oh, I can't hold it. You got a plate?
No, I just brought it here.
All right, it's like I got a present, guys. Might have a staple in it.
You want to go get you a bite?
Yeah. Here, get this.
Okay.
And we're talking some pizza from Mike's Mom and Pop's Pizza. So this is what we're looking at, guys. I've been wanting to get my soda in there. It's on the counter in a cup. Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, it's pepperoni, got onions on it.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You want this?
Well, I thought I had one in a cup.
Well, I don't know. She might have grabbed it, but I'm taking her to Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go get myself a blizzard.
Yeah, give me one too. Butterfinger Blizzard. A large Butterfinger Blizzard. Medium.
I'm going to go get quite thin.
Mm. So again, we'll take a look at the velocity here real quick on this one. And it looks like it's real broad, and make sure I got the nearest radar. Real broad, and I wouldn't be surprised if this one will expire. We do have some wind still with this storm. Let me go ahead and put a stop to it real quick. 65-mile-an-hour winds. And around Centerville. We do have a little bit of a rotation, maybe right in here, in the Indian Trail Conservation Area, northeast of Salem. A little bit of a rotation, and down here around Bunker, we do have some rotation also. If we take a look at that, 43 mile-an-hour wind, so we do have some rotation. With some of these storms, very, very light going on, so we'll take a look at that. Guys, I am going to get off as far as my capture video, and I'll keep this radar on the move, and I will stay on here, but I'm going to be eating, so I don't want you guys watching me eat. You might get hungry. So we are watching this, guys. And it looks like storm chasers are kind of dwindling down. We'll take a look real quick.
You guys are absolutely nuts. So, huge shout out to you guys. Could not do this without you. Gonna be sporadically chasing over the next couple of months, just because I do got a number of videos that do need to be posted. So, I'm gonna try to play it by ear and pick and choose like what the good days are gonna be to go out and see.
Pictures. Yeah.
I think that was a blue truck this time.
So as you can see, we don't have a whole lot going on as far as storm chasers. I'm not sure if we only have one that's kind of going live right now. I believe Tornado Paging might have bailed on this. So the intensity of these storms are kind of low going on right now. We don't have a whole lot of storm chasers out on these. That kind of tells you something right off the bat that these aren't going to be that great storms as far as tornado chasing. But that's okay. We don't want tornadoes. I know it's fun for those guys. You know, we still have some rotation with this one around the Southlands Conservation Area here in Missouri. Just basically northeast of Raymondville. Very broad rotation, if any. I'll be surprised if this don't expire here shortly. But we do see that line from Springfield, Missouri, and make sure I've got the latest run. And it looks like up here now, Wisconsin, it's just a mess. Just a lot of rain, guys. Anywhere from Waterloo to Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, we do have some thunderstorms. Fort Dodge, rain, Iowa Falls. Going from northern Illinois to the northwestern part, all the way down to Kewanee, Galesburg, Macomb, going all the way to Hannibal and Quincy area. We have these storms coming through. And then we have this little batch and this little line from Lebanon all the way to Sullivan, going towards around Washington and Marthasville and New Haven here in Missouri. But then we have these couple of discrete cells right down here down south, and that's the ones that have the severe thunderstorm warning and tornado warning, which this will expire here. Says 8/15. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't expire earlier. We'll get to the nearest radar and get to see what the velocity is looking like. But still a bit of a rotation right there, guys. So they'll keep this up as long as there's some rotation with this storm. And you can see we do have some heavy winds. We're talking 73, 72 mile an hour winds being registered right here. Just south of Timber Hill Road. So there is still some rotation with this storm going on, and this will be crossing Timber Hill Road here shortly. And Highway Double K, I believe, it'll be going your way. So keep your ears and eyes open for around this area. As far as any towns around there, look like this conservation area. So guys, if you're camping, make sure you guys are staying away from heavy rains and creeks. We know how flash floods can happen really quick. When we get down here, guys, we do have some heavy winds, and make sure I get to the nearest radar. It looks like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It says up to 60. So we got a little bit of a broad rotation right with this storm here, and this is in the Angeline Conservation Area around Eminence, Rocky Creek Conservation Area. So you guys make sure you're staying safe there. But we'll keep an eye on these storms and see what develops. Again, if you're in this area around Raymondville and Sucklands, guys, this one does have some rotation and some high winds headed towards Highway 19. Expires at 8:15.
Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
This is the new one, guys. It's in El Paso. 60-mile-an-hour observed and 3/4 inch hail right there in that area. So right now we got basically 7 severe warnings and that 1 tornado warning south of Salem in Missouri.
New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Okay, this one near Hereford has been updated with 70-mile-an-hour winds, guys, 3/4 inch hail, and damaging threat.
New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Let's take a look at this one again. We still got some rotation with this one, guys, and it is passing Highway Double K. And pretty heavy winds as well. Really, really broad rotation with this storm.
Attention, a new special weather statement has
We're
been
talking
issued.
up to 65, 67-mile-an-hour winds. So keep vigilant that one. This one here around Centerville, winds around 69. In the Indian Trail area, it looks like 67.
Attention, a new flash flood warning has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So we do have these storms around Weingarten and Bloomsdale, Potosi area, headed towards Chester, and we might have just around Perryville. We've got a few spots. You might see some lightning up in that area. The biggest line is moving right now towards Lebanon and Sullivan area, and headed, and it might start to build up. Looks like you see a few spots around Springfield where this line is starting to build up a little bit in Missouri. As far as that, we'll take a look at the model real quick, and I'm going to put a stop to this real quick. Make sure I've got the latest run. 0Z tornado parameters. And this is 9 o'clock. And you see it starts to dissipate. We have very little as far as that. Everything will be down south as far as the tornado parameters. It's going to start to die down. As far as that, our updraft felicity.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
You see everything will be, as far as the rotation, updraft felicity, right there where the tornado warning is, and a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. And of course up here, looks like that may have passed already. But down here, this is where we're seeing some of this updraft felicity. So I don't think we're going to get a whole lot here in Chester as far as severe weather. We'll have that line come through. But we'll keep an eye on it just for a little bit. And it does look like some of the storm chasers are signing off, so that tells me a lot. If you guys are tuning in real quick, we do have some shows light rain in Chester. I just don't see it here on the radar. Maybe a little bit in and around the Ellis Grove. We might have had a little bit pop up. But it is moving in. Temperatures are at 74, feels like 76. The wind speed is at 4 miles an hour. As far as your wind speeds. While we're kind of monitoring that, guys, if you're on here, I'm sure some of you guys are probably doing something else than watching this. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the latest as far as temperatures in and around this area, and I'll have to kind of see where we're at. So for Saturday, guys, you're going to wake up Probably in around Chester area, around 69, 70 will be your lows. And then your highs, ain't gonna be too much more than that, guys. It looks like 78 around 6 p.m. No, that's Friday. Saturday, yeah, it's gonna be cool tomorrow, guys. It's gonna pretty much stay right around in the 70s, it looks like. So not a bad deal. 68, 70. So not a bad deal, guys. It's gonna be cool tomorrow. As soon as it cools off overnight, it's gonna stay around that temperature. And that'll be that cold front that comes through. Take a look at this one. They've kind of moved this tornado warning out a little bit. Still a little bit of rotation. It'll expire here in a couple minutes. But we still have some heavy winds, 65 mile an hour. I'm sure that will expire here shortly.
Attention, a new tornadic severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So they've added it down here, Sucklands Conservation Area. So you can see it right here. They've added this tornado possible, tornadic severe thunderstorm warning. So this does still pack in some rotation and high winds. So we'll just keep an eye on this. As far as if they are going to continue the tornado warning, I'm not sure. But you definitely can see some high winds up in here, 70 mile an hour winds. And you see where this is real broad rotation right here. So if you're camping out here, guys, around K Road, County Road 385, Road 302, guys, if you're in this area, let's see where that one is at. Okay, so it's this one right here. Shannon County. So if you're in Shannon County camping out, guys, make sure you're taking precautions and keep an eye on this severe thunderstorm warning, because we do have that broad rotation right there. And it's still got a tornado warning. Of course, it's probably on the edge of that, and it'll probably either be reissued or this will cancel out, but we do have broad rotation. Again, this has got 60 mile an hour winds with it, so keep an eye on this storm. Oh, thank you.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So all the storm chasers bailed and that tornado warning has died out. Um,
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
While we're looking at this, guys, I wanted to show you something. I'm going to go ahead and put a pause on this. Yeah, I'm going to get to the GFS model, the Global Forecast System, real quick. And I'm going to show you guys what we are looking at as far as possible tropical storm and hurricane. We're talking maybe tropical storm in and around August 7th, and you can see it roll down here and around South Carolina, and then kind of riding the coast of North Carolina, and then looked like just off the coast of New York area, Virginia, before that northern jet stream pulls it out into the ocean. But if you're in South Carolina and North Carolina area, guys, make sure you guys are keeping an eye on this. And you can see it right there rolling around down there. as far as make sure I get right there. So you kind of keep an eye on that. We can go ahead and take a look and compare models real quick. You see if we got anything where it's going to start. See where the European model's got it already out to the ocean. So that's just a GFS model. I'm not showing a whole lot on as far as the European model. But it's something to keep an eye out on around August 8th and 9th for later on. Other than that, we'll get back to our radar and see what's going on here. A lot of our storm chasers have bailed out and signed off. That tells me that I'm going to be getting off here shortly. But we do have these right outside of Kaskaskia Island. We got these storms going on right now. Currently, and we only got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings here in Missouri. One of them is in Sucklands Conservation Area. And right here in and around Eminence. So, guys, make sure you are inside with these storms, lightning with these. And I believe I am going to sign off, guys. So we will have this line come through. I don't think anything's going to be severe in as far as Randolph County and Chester, but we are in that 2% tornado risk. So just keep your weather alerts ready. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the morning for the rest of the day's forecast.